One. You were liable to be. It's going. So we've got two new products to show you. So both of them are storage for tractors. So it's going to be a ROPS mounted and loader mounted Milwaukee packout carrier and a ROPS mounted and loader mounted toolbox. Now this is really similar to the other toolbox that we have, but this is fixed in place. So it's not detachable like our other toolbox is. So both of these brackets can be mounted either up here on the ROPS or down on the loader. We just changes what U-bolt we send you. We're gonna go more in depth in this and show you these products, but before we're gonna do something kind of fun. So we're gonna do some weight capacity testing on these. So we have a couple stands that we built over here, and we're gonna stack a couple concrete bags on there and see what kind of weight these will actually take. I'm gonna introduce you to Andrew, who has been with us 3 months. Yeah. 3 months today. So this is Andrew. He's come in to kind of help manage the shop and the operations, helping me hopefully get a little bit more time to do stuff like this. So we're down here, we have our two stands. This one is on the ROPS mount, or the equivalent of being mounted with the ROPS. So it's got two of the ROPS U-bolts, and this one has got the loader U-bolt. This is the toolbox carrier. This is the Milwaukee packout carrier. The overall design down here where it bolts on is the same on both products. The difference is one's just a little bit longer and wider out this way, and then has a different cut pattern in the center. But the back is the same. So we were figuring if we did one test, one with the ROPS, one with the loader, that'll pretty much show us what we need to know. So we'll probably, I don't know, what one do you think we'll start off with?
Start with the loader.
Start with the loader?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll start with the loader.
Actually, why don't we start? Sorry, we should have done that one first because it's.
We'll
you're going to take it out of frame?
Well, we're going to move one out of frame eventually.
Okay. We'll cut this out.
We're not cutting this out. We're going to roll it.
Whatever.
All right. So, loader first. So the Milwaukee packout with the loader. Okay. One. You were
Liable to be. Strong. Oh, you got two.
Do we call it when the tower doesn't balance or when something breaks?
That's 12.
I'll hold it. See if we can get another one on there. And hopefully it doesn't just snap and fall directly on me. Can you get another one up there? So this is first time testing for us too, so we're not really sure what's going to happen. This guy. I think we might have to call it there. It just,
oh. 14 bags.
Okay, so concrete on, but not on the, not on there. Yeah, cut me a little.
Again.
This one seems more.
It's going. It's going.
Well,
that would have been 15.
That would have been 15. Bag down.
Well, folks, that'll show that's real concrete, not bags full of pellets.
It is not bags full of plastic pellets. That's for sure. I can tell you that much when 3 come off there and hit me in the shoulder. Dude, this thing is great. That hasn't started to flex at all. Now that that testing is done, we're going to go over and walk through this a little closer and kind of show you the Milwaukee packout mount up closer, the Milwaukee ecosystem itself, if you're not familiar with that, because that's really cool. And then we'll look at that toolbox mount just a little closer. So we're going to do a little deeper dive into these two new products. We're going to start off with the toolbox one, and then we'll go over to the Milwaukee one. So this is our current ITC toolbox. It has a quick attach plate on the back side. So this would mount into our loader mount or our ROPS mount. And it's a carrier, the same toolbox, and then the quick attach plate. This one is just this mount in the toolbox. It's got the same 4 holes. It's still bolted on, so it's not gonna just fall off. but the toolbox itself does not remove like this one does. Now, these are a nice toolbox. A lot of people initially think because they're plastic, they're gonna have an issue with them breaking. I don't know exactly how many of these we have out there in the field currently, but it's a bunch of them, and I've only ever had to replace 2. I think I've had 2 people that needed replacement boxes. So I think that is going to be around 1% or less than 1% of what we've sent out has ever actually broken. They're made by Flambeau. They're a really pretty durable box. They're really nice and watertight. You saw me playing in this compartment here. So there's a compartment in the top of this to store little items. And then in the toolbox itself, you have a removable tray, and then you have your open caddy. They are a nice toolbox. It's got a weather seal in here. It is drilled on the bottom and bolted, so we use some carriage bolts on the bottom to attach it to the whatever carrier it goes on. But I've never heard of anyone having water come up through the bottom and into there, because those bolts are pretty tight and then the plastic kind of seals around it. So that is this product. You'll find a link for that in the description of this video. And now I'm going to show you the Milwaukee packout bracket. So if you're not familiar with the Milwaukee packout system, each one of these packout containers or tools has hooks on the bottom, and then it has the receiver on the top, so you can lock them all together. So this is a shallow organizer. This is a new one. It's got some drill bits in it. And these come out. So you've got 5 different bins inside of here that are removable. And they make this in a deeper box than this. This is the shallow version, but these are really nice for all of your like extra pins or shear pins or cotter pins or kind of all the little miscellaneous stuff you need when out with your tractor. And then this is a larger toolbox. So this is initially what this is made for, plus opening up compatibility for the whole system. But this toolbox goes onto here. The toolbox locks into place, and now you're back to having a removable toolbox. Now you saw that I had this locked on here before, and that's because it's got the mounts up there. But in this toolbox, you have a removable tray, and then it comes with some dividers. Now, you're not going to buy the toolbox from us. You're going to need to buy that yourself. Milwaukee is sold all over the place. I've been a Milwaukee packout fan for a long time, since long before ITC. So I was a mobile generator mechanic, and I traveled around the East Coast at one point, and all of my tools ended up in Milwaukee packout boxes. And I had a couple rolling bases, and then I would stack everything on top of it and build like these towers, because sometimes you'd run into a generator on like the 10th floor of a building. And I don't mean like little generator. I mean Syracuse University, for example, is a local college to here, and they've got a couple generators that each hold 110 gallons of oil. They're real big. I think they're V16 generators, and they're on like I think they're on the 7th floor of the building they're in. So I've always been a Milwaukee fan, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. I've always liked the packout system. I've been a packout system user for a long time, and I'm honestly surprised I didn't make one of these sooner. But this is a really strong toolbox. It opens up the door to get into the entire Milwaukee packout ecosystem, which I think my favorite, as far as like if you had to buy something other than this toolbox to put on your tractor occasionally when you needed it, it would be one of their tote bags. I've got one. Hold on. Stand by. So this is my old tote bag, and then here's an organizer. So this is the deeper organizer. Which way are we going here? Wrong button. That's why. So this is the deeper organizer. This one's got a bunch of different screws in it that are all labeled. You can take your little cubbies out. So it's just the deeper version of that. And then I've always loved the tote bag. So it's got a bunch of different compartments in it. It's got a zipper pocket. Anything that could get a little bit of water on it, you can just stack this thing full of whatever you might need. I had it set up so I could bring it to most like no start issues or small repair issues when I was a tech, and everything I needed was in this bag. You know, my electrical equipment, screwdrivers, torques, pliers, wrenches, sockets, kind of everything that I needed for a basic repair. One other thing I wanted to show you is the Milwaukee cooler. So this is the same size as the Toolbox, same thing, locks in place, but you have an insulated cooler with a small basket on the inside to keep all of your drinks nice and cold so you can stay out and be refreshed while you're tractoring. So I think that's pretty cool. Definitely been on a tractor a few times and wanted a cooler with me and been forced to drink some pretty uncomfortably warm water. So wanted to show you that. That is the Milwaukee packout mount. What'll also be linked in the description of our video. So yeah, check it out. Thanks for watching.